Good morning, team. Just so that way we want to clarify a couple of things. And I know that lately you guys have been getting an invite to our backdoor Edpuzzle platform. So let me explain why this is happening. I always believe that, explanation sometimes could give out a lot of clarity. So let's talk about the why. So we know that in a campus, right? We always have to ensure that continuous improvement is happening, which means that we have to do professional developments and trainings. But we know that professional developments and trainings take time, and that time traditionally is offered either after school or before school, and it could last up to an hour and a half to 2 hours at any given time or any given topic. So that would be the traditional way of doing things. Now we have a platform called Edpuzzle that we can leverage ourselves with utilizing technology, which gives us a different option. And that option really is that I wanted to give you guys back the gift of time for yourselves with whatever reasons you guys have, rather than always, again, the key word is always, rather than always just having to stay after school for a PD for an hour and a half or two, or before school for another hour and a half. Rather than doing that, why not go ahead and give you guys opportunity to learn at your own pace? That is what Edpuzzle is able to do for us. So rather than doing that, I'm sending you guys the videos. It's a pre-made video of either by myself or Miss Dillard or an administrative team, or sometimes it could just be already a pre-made video by a company, right? To train you guys. The idea is to train you. There's a couple of benefits on that. Number one is that it gives you guys the benefit of time because you can do it in your own pace. That's number one. And number two, you don't have to stay after school all the time. Now, there are going to be days, there's going to be some training that we know has to be hands on. Like, for example, this training that we have for aggressive monitoring with Ms. Dillard this Tuesday, that has to be in person because there's just is a difficult process. It's a difficult way to convey that message rather than being in person at that time. So, but let's go back to the benefits of Edpuzzle for the most part. So, the good thing about Edpuzzle is in your own time, you can do it at your own pace. It gives us a check for understanding because it asks you questions and you have to be able to answer them for understanding for the sole purpose of do you understand the context and the content. And number three is we have artifacts and evidence of the work that we're able to do. So if you submit something, Mr. So and so or Miss So and so, I see that that person has done the work and I can actually put it in. And when I report it, so and so's finished it. This is why. Okay. And this is the evidence. And then at the same time, um, again, it just holds us accountable as teachers also to ensure that we are uh, getting, we're working on certain things in our profession and our craft that we can do better. Some of the videos that we have created already are the data-driven action planning. We also have the see it, name it, do it coaching model. I have sent out some procedural things before, but those, we have those already, so we can go ahead and put those in the books, and those are okay. But right now, what we're talking about now is for PDs and just training to get better at our craft. And what we're going to do is to respect everybody's time is I'm separating the teaching staff and the non-teaching staff. So there's going to be a classroom for non-teaching staff. There's also going to be classrooms for teaching staff. And if an information needs to be sent to everybody else, there's also going to be an all DMS classroom I will also send an invite to. Just so guys to let you know that it's not just for teachers, it is also not just for paraprofessionals. The admin team also has theirs, and then the instructional leadership team also has a classroom. So why we're doing this is to ensure that we have a system in place to additionally help you guys out and give you guys the gift of time to do the lessons and the learning at your own pace with the benefits I just mentioned. And one of the big things too is that once you guys get used to this, this is completely transferable to the scholars. In other words, you can start making your own. And I know, shout out to Ms. Stewart, she's already making this. Shout out to Miss Manuel Hall when we were having struggles with teaching teachers in the sixth grade. Miss Hall made these videos for our kiddos, and it was went fairly relatively well with the scholars that we have because they can do their own pace, and we actually are able to get evidence of them doing the work. We're able to report it to the parents. Hey, X, Y, and Z did the work, and if you need help, you can watch this with them also. So those are the things, the upside of the Edpuzzle. Additionally, you can do this in your own time, like I mentioned, and you can actually download the video app, the Edpuzzle app on your Apple or Android, and you could be at somewhere that you're just killing time, and you can just sit there and watch it and be able to answer it. So again, I just want to thank everyone for the flexibility, and we're moving on to a different trajectory of how we do the traditional things to help you guys out. And I want to thank everybody for the willingness and the flexibility for this. This is something different. It's not new, it's just different. And then we're just utilizing it in the ways that could benefit us. So thank you guys. But again, I want to be clear that this does not substitute, this will not always be, because we're doing Edpuzzle, we're no longer doing in person, because we still have to do certain things in person. So again, thank you very much and have a good day.